expectations appraisal result, it's quite common for a reappraisal to occur within 90 days. Some is shorter, very much longer than 90 days. And in those instances, you're providing specific, measurable, objective corrective actions to bring that employee up to meet expectations or average at the very least. So as you go through the different elements to the evaluation, understand within the cycle how they all tie together. All right, at the end of the process, you need to link the results to something in order to make it meaningful. It could be employment decisions. One is retention. If they've done a good job, they're going to stay. Could be related to promotion, probation, suspension, and/or termination. With respect to performance-based pay, I've developed systems where an average could result in no adjustment. A below average could result in a decrease, and an above average could result in an increase. And it could also be tied to overall organizational performance. So as I emphasized earlier, looking at setting of goals and objectives with the employee and the work team and the work unit that are tied to the business's overall overarching objectives, mission, and vision is very important to make this a meaningful process. As I mentioned earlier, here are several of the different employment decisions that can be discussed. Usually, if someone has a less than satisfactory rating, they may be put on probation. If it continues past a certain period of time, they could be suspended and/or terminated for poor performance. As long as it's effectively documented, you've got a good record. And with respect to performance-based pay, I've worked to develop with clients merit pay increases that are step-based or percentage-based, or in the instance of gain-sharing pay, there would be specific and measurable work plan objectives or targets on either the whole business or a department basis that are tied to core values and work plans. And usually in this instance, no more than 50% of the funds that may be saved or awarded as gain-sharing pay. The other 50% savings would be eliminated from the department budget and returned to the bottom line, essentially. Gain sharing is usually self-funded. There's no additional funds. And while they can be complex, they can also be quite simple and easy to implement. All right, you've done the evaluation and appraisal program. How well is it working? Have you been part of a program where prior to going into the boss's office yourself or as the boss, having that employee come in, you look at it and go, oh God, not another one. Here I go again. Well, you need to evaluate the effectiveness of the program to see if it can be improved. Were the appraisals done on time? Were progress reviews conducted? Are the stated objectives of the program being met? Is it possible to gather information about whether or not there are questions and whether or not you can answer those questions? Is the information useful for the program? You know, as you go through the evaluation process, evaluate it from the two perspectives listed here. Are we doing things right? And are we doing the right things? What effect does this evaluation program have in improving performance of the employee and the organization as a whole? Because if it does not, then you need to seriously reconsider what you've got the program in place for. With a knowledge-based workforce, it's very important that we develop an appraisal and evaluation program that meets and exceeds our employee expectations for improved performance. We need to challenge them as much as they need to challenge us. If you'd like more information about development of performance, appraisal, and evaluation programs, please give me a call. I'd like to help you do it the right way. And I'd like you and your employees to enjoy more success in your productivity and profit. Thank you very much. This is Warren Rutherford.